Welcome to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. What can you do in 3 days in Venice, which is beautiful? I'll show you in today's video. Venice is a must-visit destination, especially in February when the Carnival of Masks is a big celebration. We will visit the sites, taste local food, and ride a gondola. And of course, you can't miss a trip to the islands of Murano and Burano. Let's go! A stunning city with a rich history, Venice is an architectural masterpiece situated on a cluster of 118 small islands in the northeastern part of Italy. This enchanting city, crisscrossed by a network of over 150 canals and over 400 bridges. The city's rich cultural heritage, embodied by iconic landmarks such as St. Mark's Basilica, the Doge's Palace, and the Rialto Bridge, draws millions of tourists each year. This ethereal city, with its captivating beauty and undeniable romantic allure, has inspired countless artists, writers, and travelers throughout history. And St. Mark's Square in Venice? Don't forget to buy a lift ticket to the St. Mark's Bell Tower, which costs 12 EU, from where you will have a wonderful panoramic view of Venice. From a height of almost 99 meters, you have the city in the palm of your hand, and on a clear day, you can see much further than you would expect via Chelsea text. Directly below you lies St. Mark's Square, the center of Venetian life, surrounded by historic buildings such as St. Mark's Basilica or the Doge's Palace, and legendary cafes, such as the oldest cafe in Europe, Cave Florian. Looking further ahead, you will see the Grand Canal, the city's main waterway where gondolas, vaporettos, and boats of all kinds are constantly circling. Looking towards the sea, you will see the island of San Giorgio Maggiore. If you visit Venice in February, you can look forward to the Carnival of Masks, and this square is where there are the most of them. In the Carnival of Masks, then watch my next video. Anyone who hasn't tried a gondola ride hasn't been to Venice. Visible symbols of all of Italy. A ride with a skilled gondolier who skillfully avoids all the surrounding boats and maneuvers the gondola into even the narrowest canals is undoubtedly one of the most romantic activities you can do in the world. Be prepared for the fact that romance in Venice simply comes at a price. Hundreds, maybe thousands, of official city gondolas ply the entire city, which you can hire at any time. Prices are set out on a table, and bargaining really won't help you. The price is for the entire boat. A 30-minute ride between 8 a.m. and 7 p.m. costs 90 euro, and if you pay extra, the gondolier will sing to you. The stations at the more famous places at the Rialto Accademia bridges or near San Marco Square operate almost all night long until around 3 o'clock. Night cruises are the most romantic because you are not disturbed by any motorboats. You can also ride gondolas on cheap gondola ferries. The largest Canal Grande is spanned by 4 bridges, but also by 3 ferries on which there are no integrated tickets on the gondolas. Payment is always made to the gondolier upon boarding and only in cash. Ferries usually operate from 8:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. The gondola is designed for 12 people and constantly shuttles between the 2 banks. The frequency is therefore between 3 to 7 minutes. The main role in transport is played by vaporetta, boats that function as water buses. They have numbered lines, fixed stops on a timetable, just like regular public transport. They run along the main routes in Venice, but also to the islands of Murano, Burano, or Lido, and others. The price of a 24-hour ticket is 25 euros. Let's go on a boat trip to the islands of Murano and Burano. Ideally, combine a trip to Murano with a trip to the even more distant and much more romantic Burano. The island will completely absorb you with its peaceful atmosphere, brightly colored houses, and narrow canals. Moreover, as one of the few islands in the lagoon, locals predominate over tourists. Colorful Burano may be tiny, but you will hardly want to leave here and go back to Venice. Burano is actually a system of several miniature islands connected by canals and bridges, lined with romantic little houses painted in bright colors. Don't look for cars or motorbikes here, you'll only come across boats and sidewalks. While the larger and more famous Murano is famous for its glassmaking, Burano has a long tradition of handmade embroidered lace, which is the main local souvenir. A visit to Burano may only take half an hour, but you may fall in love with it so much that you will want to spend every day of your stay in Venice here. Legend has it that fishermen painted their houses in bright colors so that they could be recognized even in the thick fog when returning from the sea. The journey from the center of Venice takes 40 minutes on line 12 or 70 minutes on line 14. Before you leave for Murano Island, don't forget to have some good wine and chicotti, traditional Venetian small snacks often referred to as Venetian tapas. The island of Murano, with its picturesque streets and a large canal running through it, much like the Grand Canal, cuts through the main part of Venice. Murano is the world-famous home of Venetian glassmakers and is still full of shops selling beautiful glass products for both practical use and display. The glassmaking tradition on Murano continues to this day, and in all local family glassworks, it is still made by hand according to old skills, built upon by Emperor Charles IV to create a mosaic on the Golden Gate of St. Vitus Cathedral in Prague. Murano consists of several smaller islands connected by bridges. However, the truth is that it is nicknamed Little Venice due to its beautifully preserved houses and straight canals. However, the houses here are not only preserved and historically valuable, they are also full of various colors that are typical of the island of Murano. There is a lovely seating area in the local cafes and restaurants. And while we're on the subject of food, let's see what good things Venice has to offer. Small canapes, similar to tapas, which are served in bars called baccari. The most famous specialties include bacala mantecato, creamy codon polenta, sard in sour sweet, and sour sardines, or fresh seafood. I have to start the meals with risotto spaghetti cooked with. In Venice, every meal is accompanied by good wine. Important wine regions in Veneto include Valpolicella, where the famous Amarone della Valpolicella is produced, and Prosecco, which is now synonymous with Italian sparkling wine. An essential part of Venetian culture is the Aperol spritz, and is part of the daily ritual called aperitivo. And that's all, friends. Write in the comments how you liked Venice, like and subscribe. Thank you.